MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. TJ Sasaki makes his big league debut right after this. TJ Sasaki will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. A solo home run there for Mookie. Second home run early in the year as the Red Sox get the game's first run. It's 1-0.
Talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Ready with the 0-2. And he got him. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the line.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Comes set, the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
And here's Jose Peraza as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Red Sox 2, the Jays nothing. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Now batting, Kevin Stewart. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Kevin Stewart.
Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the catcher, number 19.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's coming off a big performance, 3 home runs. You start trying to figure out how you pitch around him. When you start hitting 3 home runs in a game, you start getting attention real quick.
Now at the plate, Aiden Pierce, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
And that's through for a hit. The throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Into the box now, Arthur Morgan, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Martinez will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. At the plate, Simon Pearson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Simon Pearson.
From the belt, the pitch. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're still down. It's 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's set. Here it comes. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Sasaki is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. Smoke toward third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Michael.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates a pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Sasaki has generated quite a bit of hype during his minor league career, and it wouldn't be too surprising if some of these opposing fans bought tickets primarily to see him pitch and maybe boo him in his debut.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games, and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I would be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Michael Chavis is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Settling in now, Josh Ockamy. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's the ball.
The 1-0 home. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. As they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Next to bat for Toronto, Max Payne. He comes in right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game. Now the first pitch here from Price. Price ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Here's a ball lined into left center, and that's over the head of Bogaerts at short for a base hit.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Now at the plate, Bill Williamson, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff, it should be your focus.
So now to the plate, Kevin Nash. A pitch out, the throw, and even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with Show Track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Payne leads off second with one gone in the inning. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1 from Price. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, two gone. At the plate, Steve Austin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
At the plate, Trevor Phillips. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mookie Betts. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Fouled away. The 0-1.
Ball at inside.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Here's the 1-2 delivery, and it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2, and he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Mookie Betts goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Martinez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the 3rd coming up, all even at 2-2. So coming to the plate, Kevin Stewart. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, number 9.
Riding in once again, Aiden Pierce. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Martinez is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Arthur Morgan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Arthur Morgan has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Standing in now, Simon Pearson. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here now is Rafael Devers looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Jose Peraza, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. First time up, he went down looking. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Throw down to second.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. You can't really fault him for that, though.
At the plate now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield.
Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
One swing of the bat, Dan, and collectively the entire team took a big sigh of relief. From pitching staff, position player-wise, they might tack on right here, but pitching staff-wise, you got to feel good taking them out with a 3-run lead at least.
Absolutely. And on the flip side, D-Row, you do everything right, and all of a sudden, one swing of the bat, and you see that 3-run lead evaporated. A big swing of the bat.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. The 0-2 once more. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Now batting, the first
Stepping in, Josh Ockamy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 3 runs already home here. Down and away, ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 5-2 now, Boston. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. Stepping in for the Jays, Max Payne. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Now in the box, Bill Williamson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. Well, you can see why these fans are so excited about this rookie.
Yeah, Matt, just a nice piece of hitting by this youngster. Not only does it look like he's going to be a solid contributor, it looks like he may be an impact player at the big league level for years to come if he can continue to learn and develop. He looks good to me.
Stepping in now, Kevin Nash, as he grounds one briskly to short. And there's out number 2. So stepping in, Steve Austin, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Sharp ground ball to third. Devers gloves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 4 full. It's the Red Sox 5, the Blue Jays 2. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Tough day at the office in his debut here today. How worrisome is this start for you guys looking forward?
Well, it can be very worrisome because I think one of the keys to getting off to a good start as a young pitcher is having some success early on. Success breeds success, and he's going to have a tough time shrugging this one off. When you don't have a lot of dirt underneath your cleats, outings like these ones, they tend to bother you for a while.
The 1-2.
Would love to have a meeting at the mound right now with the pitcher. Don't understand that pitch down and in with a fastball with 2 strikes. Maybe he's looking for a ground ball.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
Behind 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Striding in for Boston, J.D. Martinez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming, here it is.
0-1.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Trevor Phillips, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Martinez. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Stewart. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth. Digging in once again, Aiden Pierce. Now the first pitch here from Price. Here's a ball lined into left center, and that's over the head of Bogaerts at short for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Arthur Morgan. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bogaerts over to his right, and that's the third out. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. They trail 5-2. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Stepping up to the plate, Rafael Devers.
Yeah, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Stewart calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Into the box now, Jose Peraza, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High pop-up. Pearson is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still out in front, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Simon Pearson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The third baseman, Simon Pearson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Price ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now at the plate, Max Payne, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Martinez has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So they're striding forward now. Bill Williamson. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and the deficit remains 5-2. In now, Christian Vasquez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
0-1.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fouled away. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready now, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox lead 1, and it remains 5-2. Leading off the inning, Kevin Nash, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now the first pitch here from Price. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So digging in now, Steve Austin. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Into the box, Trevor Phillips. First pitch on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Stewart.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Devers has it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Toronto. They trail 5-2. Ready for another chance? Andrew Benintendi. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And he fouls this one off. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To the left side, but it's well foul. Fouled off. Grounded to short. And there are 2 away now. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And it's fouled away. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ballgame, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're still out in front 5-2. Now at the plate, Aiden Pierce. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Into center field, line drive base hit. He'll get it into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to come get his starter here. So that'll be all this evening for David Price. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Josh Taylor.
Arthur Morgan will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. He's set. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Vasquez shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Simon Pearson. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Pierce, the runner at second with 1 away. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to home on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on Show Track is about as fast as you'll ever see, and he ended up making that play not even close.
Out. The throw, and that'll be in plenty of time, and a perfect call on the pitch out there.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Benintendi is camped under this one. And that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. We've played 8 full. Boston's out in front, 5-3. So striding in, Rafael Devers. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. And he fouls this one off. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Williamson is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3.
Standing in, Jose Peraza. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Phillips backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now back.
Christian Vasquez will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Now here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Brandon Workman enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 44, Brandon Workman.
Striding in to start the 9th, Bill Williamson, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Pitch on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now here it comes. Hard hit at third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Digging in, Steve Austin. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Martinez coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping into the box, Trevor Phillips. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Red Sox are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The both Sox took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. David Price earns his first win of the season. TJ Sasaki racked up 15 strikeouts but still ends up taking the loss. Brandon Workman wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.